Good afternoon everyone. My name is Rukku Raju. Welcome to KP classes. So this is a live series for Geoscientist examination conducted by UPSC for the post of Geologist and Hydrogeologist. So in the last few live sections we were doing the previous year questions, we did some discussions regarding the equations or the numerical questions, etc. Today we will be discussing about a particular type of question they ask in exam, that is the match the followings. So we will be solving the different match the followings from the last few year preliminary paper, and we will see how to get into the answer easily, how to solve a match the following. You can also answer them in the comment section. So good afternoon guys. So you can also answer the question over there while I am discussing it over here. So use the chat option. So anyway, let's start. So first question, so we'll be going in the chronological order. First we'll discuss 2023 paper, then we'll move on to 2022, then in this way we'll be completing the every year last 4 years match the following question. If it does not end today, we'll do it in the next do it as a next live. So look at this question. So this is particularly to make you understand the subjects from which match the following kind of questions will be asked, and how can you, without any confusion, how can you get the correct answer for a match the following. So there are only very few types of questions in UPSC prelims paper. Either it will be to understand, like there will be 4 options. Among the 4 options to choose a correct statement, right? Another one is they will give 3 statements and the options will be 1, 2, 3 statements are correct, 1 and 2 is correct, or only 3 is correct, etc. So again that is the same thing, choose the correct statement. They do also ask about to find out the incorrect statement. Very rarely they give one word options like a particular definition and among the following what this definition is defining which particular term. So that's a very rare kind of question. So then the other one is match the following. Other than numerical question or equation based question, this is a very common set, right? So let's see. First one, match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. List 1 are these are landforms. List 2 is of the geomorphic agent which causes the formation of this particular landform. So you are giving me the answer as B. Okay, let's see. This is a comparatively easy question. They have given the options, like they have blind valley, hanging valley, increased valley, lowest. These are very easy terms to remember. First of all, we know lowest is defined by wind, or increased valley is of river, hanging valley is glacier, blind valley is groundwater. Blind valley is associated with karst topography. So that's the only term which is not a very common geomorphic terminology. Rest everything is a very common part from graduation, from degree, from BSc we will be looking into the same terminologies. So this is a very easy question. So A will be 3, B 4, C 1, and yeah, answer will be B. Good, your answer is correct. Moving on to the next one. Every geological era is subdivided based on evolution of some particular fossil group in the geological time scale. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the list. So they have given the fossil groups and the particular geological time defined by this group of animal. So you just need to choose correct, find out the correct option. Can you? So over here, foraminifera is actually, planktonic foraminifera is actually associated with it is associated with Neogene time. When it comes to the cephalopod, cephalopods are associated with Mesozoic. Conodonts are associated with Paleozoic time. Larger foraminiferas are associated with Paleogene. So the confusing ones may be planktonic foraminifera and larger foraminifera. So how will you be able to answer them without any confusion? Answer is 79, answer is A. Okay, 79 answer is A. That's what I said, no? Major confusion will be between planktonic foraminifera and larger foraminifera. These two will be known to most of the geology exam aspirants. So how do we know? You have to memorize that planktonic foraminiferas are much more younger, neogene, whereas larger foraminiferas are of Paleogene. Okay, so be careful. If you are confused like this, please don't waste your time or don't make a wrong answer. That will give you negative mark. Next one, match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. This is a structural geology based question. Linear strain, shear strain, uniaxial strain and pure strain is mentioned. Linear strain, shear strain. Linear strain means when there is a change in length parallel to the coordinate, or if there is characterized by having two of the principal stretches equal to 1, that will be uniaxial strain. Uniaxial strain. If the principal stretches are equal to 1, two of the principal stretches are equal to 1, we will be defining it as uniaxial strain. So C will be 1. Then shear strain is the change in shape by angle. B is 3. So C is 1, B is 3. So any two of these options can be correct. You are saying answer is B. Yes, answer is B. Yes. Now over here the rest of the two options, pure strain and linear strain. Linear strain means change in length parallel to the given coordinate. Pure strain is principal axis of the strain are constant in orientation relative to reference coordinate system. So this is also another, it's not, I will not say it's an easy question, but this is not as confusing as the previous match the following. If you cancel out the unwanted, like by looking into, read the description properly. If you read it properly, then only you will understand. Shear strain means, you know, there is change in the shape by changes in the angle. When we define the term shear strain, we calculate actually the angle of variation happening to the diagonal, right? So shear strain term, you simply use that, you will be able to cancel out these two options, then concentrate into the rest of the terms, will be able to get the answer. Moving on to the next one, match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. Using the code given below, mother element and daughter element. This was one of the geochemistry question in 2023 only, 2023 geochemistry question. Usually, as I have mentioned in the last life, there will be only maximum 2 to 3 geochemistry questions will be there. Geochemistry is not mentioned as a topic in the preliminary syllabus, but they do ask questions from geochemistry. Question. So mother element and the daughter element. This is also a very easy question, right? Very easy question. How will you be able to understand? What is the answer? Uranium 235, rubidium 87, potassium 40, carbon 14. Carbon 14 is nitrogen, potassium 40 is argon and calcium, rubidium is strontium 87, uranium is 235, lead. Uranium 235 will be decaying to lead 207 with alpha decay. Now, so the option will be A 4, so and B is 3, C 2. Yeah, answer will be D. Easy. It's match the followings are comparatively easier. Always try not to leave a match the following. Like if you are not at all feels like you have zero idea about the term, then you don't waste. Otherwise, if you have an idea, a small idea, then you can keep it aside for review. Like later on, after reading the entire paper, after finishing the whole paper, if you feel like you need to do more questions to score a better one, or that the one that you have done is not enough, then you can go back and recheck the match the followings that you have done already. Okay. Next question. Match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer. So this is from or geology. This is from or geology question. Yeah, you got the right answer for the previous one also. No, good. Now match the list 1 with list 2. Or geology, deposit type is the process of formation. This is a very direct question. Process of formation of ore is a very important section which is repeatedly asked in different competitive exams. So keep in mind to revise this ore forming processes before going to the examination. Okay. Now answer 103, question number 103. Stratiform will be early magmatic process. Copper nickel sulfide is liquid immiscibility. So A is 4 and B is 3. So these two options will be cancelled out. This will be the answer. If you, from the first two option only we got the answer as A. From the first two option only we got the answer as A actually. Pegmatite is late magmatic injection. Layers of titaniferous magnetite is residual liquid segregation. So if you know any two of the, like if you know what is copper nickel sulfide, if it is liquid immiscibility, that is, and the stratiform chromite, any two you have got the answer actually. Okay. Now again another or geology question. So this match the following is mainly a geomorphic question, or geology, paleontology, then stratigraphy, hydrogeology. These are the major subjects from which match the following questions will be asked. Okay. So over here match the list 1 with list 2. First is mineral deposits. These are the mineral deposits listed over here. These are the locations mentioned. So this is also an easy question. I would not say it's a tough one, because if you know about diamond deposition, like diamond is associated with Mahajuan kimberlite pipe. So this is a very easy finding point. So you can cancel out these two options. Cancelled. Now moving on to the next terminologies, barite, bauxite and manganese. From where will you be getting manganese deposition? Manganese deposition is associated with chalk, magnesite, not manganese. Magnesite is associated with chalk hills in Tamil Nadu. Okay, if you don't know that, no need to answer that. Look into the next one. If you know about the bauxite, bauxite is associated with Amarkantak, Madhya Pradesh, or barite is associated with Mangampeta, Andhra Pradesh. This barite deposition in Mangampeta is very important deposition. So these A and B should be known. You should know A, to everybody should know. B is also a very common term, barite deposition in the Mangampeta, Andhra Pradesh. Then bauxite in the Amarkantak, Madhya Pradesh, magnesite in chalk hills, Tamil Nadu. So the answer will be D3, both are D3, then A4, C1, okay. Answer will be B. So if you know about the magnesite deposition and diamond, you got the answer. Now uske saath you required one more one, barite or bauxite, Mangampeta barite, Amarkantak bauxite term. Are you following? 108B. Yes, you are getting the answer. Good. Now this is 2022 UPSC Geoscientist examination question. So in the 2022 paper, this is the match the following from structural geology. Match the following from structural geology. It's shown over here. So they have given the particular structures and the symbols are mentioned. How will you represent these structures, attitude in a map. That's what they are asking over here. So again, I feel like this is also an easy question. So how will you be able to answer? First, when it comes to the horizontal joints are notated by a cross with a symbol like this. This is the horizontal joint. This is the symbol for vertical lineation. This is how we represent vertical lineation. Horizontal lineation is notated by the symbol this. Horizontal foliation with horizontal lineation trending north 45 degree west. This is north 45 degree west attitude. So this is D. D will be 1. So even if you are confused with all other terms, if you can calculate this, D is 1 because they have mentioned north 45 degree west. So then from that you can cancel out A and D options. Now there is only 2, C, B and C. So from here you understood A is 4, or this is the horizontal joint. Then there is horizontal lineation trending northeast and vertical lineation. So vertical lineation and horizontal lineation, how will it be represented? Horizontal lineation will be represented, vertical lineation will be this. So the answer will become B. Answer will be B. Okay. So if you don't know, again here you won't be, never guess anything, and I will never suggest you to guess something and put the answer like tukka lagana. I don't know the correct English Hindi word for that. Like guessing is not a right way of approaching a competitive exam, because the odd for making it a correct one is very rare. You should be very lucky for that. So you should not take those odds. Better do the questions that you are 99% sure, okay, or 95% sure. Don't waste your positive marks by attempting unnecessarily. Unnecessarily making negatives is actually a very bad habit. Okay, now the next question, this is also from 2022 paper only. This is mineralogy question. This is a igneous petrology question, or igneous petrology structure related question. So here this is also a very basic, easy question. I would say they have given the silicate classes. You need to choose the particular mineral of that silicate class. So the value over here, sorosilicate is epidot. So C and D, A and C got cancelled. Then the next one is if you take kaolinite. Kaolinite is obviously phyllosilicate. So D has become 2. Okay, in both the cases D is given as 2 only. Look into the next one, cyclosilicate and ionosilicate. Ionosilicate will be spodumene. Cyclosilicate is benitoite. So answer will be B. Answer will be B. Right. So okay, next one, match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. This is, did I solve the, okay, sorry, I have not done this question, no, sorry. Match the list 1 with list 2. So here, intrusive igneous body is mentioned and their definitions are given. This is also a very common question. Either they will ask us a match the following, or they will give you 4 or 5 statements regarding a particular intrusive igneous structure. For example, they will give they have asked about faccoliths, lopolith, laccolith, any of these igneous structure they will take, and they have either they will give you a match the following type of question, or they will put 4 statements or 3 statements, and you just need to choose the correct or incorrect statement about a particular structure. So it's important to revise about the igneous structures and their definition, very important. Okay, very important to revise this particular portion because it's repeatedly asked in different types of, the question type is different, but from that single section they have asked questions multiple times. So over here, what would be the answer? So the sill terminology is a concordant tabular body. Obviously sill is a concordant tabular body. So these A and B options are cancelled out. Only C and D is left. Only C and D options are left. Now moving on to the next one. Lopolith is concordant pluton intrusive into structural basin. It's a concordant pluton intrusive into structural basin. Batholith and cone sheet. When it comes to the term batholith, it is non-tabular pluton with exposed area more than 100 km square. That's the term for batholith. So C1 answer will be, option C will be the correct answer, option C. So B is 4. So by looking at this, if you know batholith and sill is you get correct, you will be getting the answer. Okay, let's move on. Are you getting the options? 43C. Yes, good. Now match the list 1 with list 2. Again the correct answer using the code given below in the list. So this is from metamorphic petrology. Thermal metamorphism, regional metamorphism, dynamic, all the different types of 4 different types of metamorphisms and the attributes, the major attributes about them is given. So metamorphism, everything about metamorphism, metamorphic reactions, the particular mineral assemblages, major rocks present in the metamorphism, metamorphic texture. Metamorphism is also, because metamorphism is a very small subject when you compare with geomorphology or sedimentology or even igneous petrology. When you compare, metamorphism is a very small subject. So the things to study is very less over there, but the entire metamorphism then will become an important part, because 12 questions from metamorphism means the entire part of metamorphism will be asked. But 12 questions from geomorphology will be like very few portions of geomorphology only they can cover in 12 questions, right? So you have to prepare metamorphic petrology thoroughly, completely. You have to revise very properly, revise the entire mineral assemblages, facies, details, everything for solving the UPSC paper. Okay, anyway, question number 51. Please, over here, regional metamorphism is given, thermal metamorphism, dynamic metamorphism and hydrothermal metamorphism. So metasomatism terminology is associated with none of these terms, right? It is associated with hydrothermal metamorphism, or metasomatism is another term for hydrothermal metamorphism. It's a metamorphism where the fluid, chemically active fluid, is the reason for metamorphic reaction to takes place, or the variation in the chemical composition takes place there because of chemically active fluid. So in a hydrothermal metamorphic terrain where there is a hydrothermal activity takes place, there actually metasomatism is what is happening. 51, yeah, let me, it's not C, okay, no. So D is 2, right? D is not, it's not Hornfels, it's metasomatism. So these 2 options will be cancelled out. Now moving on to the other term, take myelonites. When it comes to the term myelonites are also very important when we discuss about the fault zone metamorphic condition, or wherever there is a pressure related or dynamic metamorphic condition where there is complete metamorphism is depending upon pressure rather than temperature. In that case, we will be getting the dynamic metamorphism will be causing the formation of myelonites. Dynamic metamorphism is the one that causes the metamorphism of myelonites. So C becomes 1. So this also we can cancel out. Look into A. Thermal metamorphism is again Hornfels. Contact metamorphism or thermal metamorphism is what causes the formation of hornfels. There is no requirement of pressure. Complete variation in the temperature is what causes formation of different hornfels, pyroxene hornfels species, hornblende hornfels species. Then regional metamorphism, where both temperature and pressure variation acting. Dynamothermal metamorphism will be acting and causing formation of schistosity. Right. So the answer will be B. Okay, the answer will be B. Again, why will you make a mistake? See, look, if you are confused between these two, you were mentioning C, right? So if you are confused between these two, thermal metamorphism and metasomatism definitions are entirely different. Metasomatism means there are three different agents in metamorphism. There is temperature, pressure and chemically active fluid. When a metamorphism happens because of increase in temperature or decrease in temperature, we call it as thermal metamorphism. If the metamorphism is happening because of variation in pressure, we call it as dynamic metamorphism. If both temperature and pressure is acting onto a particular rock body and changes happen, that is dynamothermal metamorphism. If chemically active fluid added to a particular rock causes changes in the mineralogy, that is called as metasomatic reaction, metasomatism. Okay, next one. Again, this is a metamorphic question, 2022 paper. Match the list 1 with the list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below. Metamorphic structures and their characteristics are given over here. This is also actually is a very easy question. You can, I'll give you a few. I hope you might have got the answer already. So over here, what is gneiss structure? If you look into the term gneiss structure and organ structure, both are the same. Gneiss structure and organ structure both are the same. So just match it out. The moment you see both, match it out, gneiss structure and organ structure. A is 3, cancel out these two options. Okay. Now the next one, slaty cleavage, lineation and foliation. A perfectly developed foliation independent of bedding resulting from the parallel arrangement of very fine grained phyllosilicates. Which one will be that? That's the slaty cleavage. It is the slaty cleavage, right? Am I correct? Yes. Now, when it comes to lineation, slick and side striations are lineation. Slick and side striations are associated with faulting. On the fault plane, you will get markings developed because of the frictional activity during the faulting. So those lines are the slick and slide striations, which are a lineation, linear structure, right? Then foliation is regular layering on a centimeter or smaller scale becomes a foliation. Now when you look into the answer is B. Okay. So this lineation and foliation, if you look into J.D. Winter textbook for metamorphism and igneous petrology, which is the best book to refer for all the competitive exams, particularly for metamorphic petrology as a subject. So when you look over there, you can see few options are given, like few definitions or conditions which we call as a foliation, compositional layering or bedding planes or the platy mineral arrangement. There are different conditions, and all those conditions can be defined as a foliation. Same thing is given for lineation. That's an important portion that you have to revise before going into the competitive exam. Then next one, this is again a geomorphic question. Moraines, natural levee, hummockys, cross stratification, berm. Berm is something that is associated with coastal. It is associated with shore environment. So D is 2. These two are cancelled out. Then comes the natural levee is associated with meandering channel. B is 3. This has got cancelled out. Moraines are associated with glacier. Hummocky cross stratification is associated with shelf environment. So here everything was easy. You may get some issue with this hummocky cross stratification portion. Actually hummocky cross stratification is associated with storm activity. So storm related structures will be developed in the shelf environment before the storm cut wave base depth. Before that only you will be getting the hummocky cross stratifications or storm related activities. So hummocky cross stratification will be associated with the sedimentary environment of shelf environment, whereas moraines will be again 70 is yeah, it's B only. Yes, I guess almost all the master followings are having answer B, but there are options which are having other C and A are also there, but mostly it is B, right? Fascinating. I have already seen this pattern of B in other or in the exam hall itself, like I felt that, but there are questions who have matched the following with different answer also. So anyway, so I hope that is clear. Match list 1 with list 2, again this is for okay, this one either you can consider this as a geochemistry question or you can consider this as an igneous question, whatever you like. This is the distribution of minerals, the geochemical classification of elements, sorry, geochemical classification of elements is what they have asked over here. Hydrophile, chalcophile, atmophile, lithophile, the elements has been divided on the basis of their affinity for during fractionation. We have divided them into hydrophile element, chalcophile element, atmophile element, lithophile element. Lithophile elements are silicate loving. Atmophile elements are the one that is becomes gas, or the gas elements with can become a gas. Chalcophile, hydrophile is the one that is iron loving. So chalcophile is the one that is sulfate, forms sulfates, or that does not have affinity towards oxygen. So 102, question number 102, the answer would be helium will be obviously will be the atmophile. Helium will, because that is the only gas over here. So B is 3, again it will, answer will become B only. So helium is atmophile, then beryllium is a lithophile element, zinc is a chalcophile element, platinum is hydrophile. Actually there is a list of, so the option will be D1, yeah, answer will be B. Okay, so you need to, there is a list of, if you search in Google or if you can in the geochemistry related materials, you will get to see the list of minerals, a geochemical classification of minerals in the periodic table itself. So you can memorize that, or simply with your intuition, if you know the definition, platinum is iron loving, it's much more a metallic one, or the one that forms oxide also, whereas zinc is a zinc sulfates are the most common form. So zinc is a chalcophile, helium is atmophile, beryllium is lithophile. Last question for today. This is actually geological belt or province and the metal or mineral in ore. So these are ore geology questions. Question is what they have asked over here. So the answer, first one will be saucer belt is of manganese. This is a very easy. A is 4. So D and C are wrong options. Then coming to the next one, North Delhi fault belt, okay. Chhatrapur coastal tract is of heavy minerals. There are only very few places in India consist of placer heavy mineral placer deposits, coastal placer deposit. One is in Kerala, in Quilon, in Kollam district. The other one is in the Chhatrapur coastal tract of Odisha. So we will be getting monazite, ilmenite, titanium, uranium ores will be found in the, is what we are getting from these placer deposits one in Tamil Nadu, the other one in Odisha. So B is 3. So from these two options only we have got the answer again as option number B. Then the rest is Darbar is having collar gold, that's Darbar C2, and if you know that, then also we'll get the answer, right? C2. Then D is 1. Okay, North Delhi fold belt copper. So I hope the section was useful for you guys. We'll be conducting another live section for previous year question solution or about the paper importance of subjects and the questions they'll be asking, the topics that you have to revise. We'll be having this series till the UPSC paper. So revise properly. Don't waste your time for studying a new topic or nothing. Just revise. All these things should be considered as revision. Solve previous year questions. Complete the entire section. And if you want to get more geology related videos, you can follow us in our Facebook, Instagram channels, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be conducting more live sections, more videos will be uploaded regarding our regarding geology and the competitive exams. So thank you so much. We'll meet in the another video. Thank you.